Colorado was projected as a 5-point underdog against Nebraska. Now Deion's Buffaloes have skyrocketed to a 2.5-point favorite. Michael, should Colorado be favored in this game?
Absolutely. Absolutely now. And you say what you will. You know, we just talked to Deion. We talked about playing on that stage. What do you think they're going to do coming home right now? That same crew that we just saw go beat TCU. Okay, if we lose this game, that game don't mean anything. That's all will be in the locker room. Everybody will be saying that at home. The way those people are running around those campus, it's going to be crazy.
Sold out. Sold out stadium.
Sold out.
At home against, I watched Nebraska against Minnesota. Nebraska's sorry, man. Nebraska's slow. They're sorry.
They can't keep up.
They're not going to be able to keep up. This is, as far as the Big Ten goes, the matchup, Ohio State with all that speed playing against Nebraska, think that for Colorado.
Yeah. Richard, go.
Hey, I think Vegas is learning from you, Skip. They're not going to bet against Deion no more.
Yeah.
They ain't going to put up 21-point dogs again.
Yeah. Hey, all I got to say is I loved hearing your man Deion. We appreciated him being on the show. He always makes me laugh, and he always makes me think, right? So that is it for today's Undisputed. We return tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern. I can't wait.
Give me some love. Give me some love. Good job. Good job. Give me some love, baby. Give me some love. Sure.
The things, the unknowns. It was hot, hostile environment. It was 100 degrees. You got players that haven't played in these kind of games before. You know, even the guys he had from JSU, you know, there's a certain belief and a certain faith you got to have in your coach to win a shootout. To win a shootout against the national runner-ups in a hostile environment, first game of the season, you don't know what you got. You don't know how to trust and believe in the guys next to you. But Deion had those boys believing they can get anything done anytime, that they were the players that should win this game. It was really cool to see Dylan Edwards came on in a big way. Obviously, Travis Hunter, the two guys from UCF, Jimmy Horn Jr., Xavier Weaver. I mean, 4 guys, 100 yards receiving and defensively. Trevor Woods, second drive of the game, TCU starting to get some momentum. He puts that fire out immediately, makes a huge play, huge interception. That was just great for the momentum. But when you get in a game like that, where you don't know what the outcome's going to be, like, everybody gets tight. Everybody gets tight. Everybody gets jittery, especially a team that hasn't played in these kind of games together. You know, there's a lot of transfers, but not all the transfers came with Deion from JSU. So they came from different places. So I'm just so proud. And you know, just like Keyshawn said earlier before we got on the show, he got teary-eyed because it's just such a cool moment for sports in general, just to see one of your childhood heroes. He's a pillar in the sports community, in the football community, in every way, to go out there and have the kind of success he had the first day on the job with his sons, doing it his way, with his flash, his flair. Oh, give me goosebumps.
Right, now, let's be real about this, too. I don't know that a whole lot of coaches really wanted them to have this kind of success.
I agree with that.
Let's just be...
Why would you, though? Because you know what's coming.
Because the route he took in to get into this game, the route he took in is an unconventional route. I talked about this, and I love this, that he took an unconventional route. He brought Travis Hunter an unconventional route. He has his son who stepped up on this stage for the first time going an unconventional route and put up 510 yards. Key, you just talked about 4 100-yard receivers. They only had 2 all of last year, and he comes in and gets 4. It's not just that they're winning playing exciting football.
Absolutely.
Y'all saw those people in Colorado, in the streets of Colorado running around, man. I'm telling you, that heaven will be jumping next week when high noon, when big noon kickoff get to Colorado.
Agreed. So Friday, you and I were on the show here. We went back and forth about a point spread that was 3 touchdowns. It's 20.5 points. And we both agreed they're going to cover that for sure.
Yeah.
But neither one of us could go all the way to, are they going to win the game? It's just not realistic because of the lines of scrimmage. I didn't know what they had in the offensive line or the defensive line. But at halftime on Saturday, I sat back in my chair and I said, wait a second. They have the best quarterback on the field by far.
We were texting back and forth.
You and I were. They have the best receiver and the best cornerback on the field because it's the same guy.
The same dude.
Right? It's the same guy.
Dude.
And they have the best breakaway back on the field, and he is a true freshman. Except I knew his rep. I knew,
Came with Dion.
and Dion had raved about him last week.
Right.
He's going to break one. He's going to break.
Right.
Well, he broke about 4. Every time I looked up, he was loose, right? So if you have the 4 best players on the field at TCU against a program that is still deep in talent, you got a shot. But I'm thinking through the 100 degrees in the second half, down on the field is 110,
surprise,
112. Right. Can the lines hold up? Well, the offensive line did. The defensive line, not so much. But the offense is so explosive.